Okay, welcome back to OnToReviews. Today we're going to review OXO Stainless Steel Mandoline. This has a higher price point than the one we did yesterday, the OXO V-Blade, which was made of plastic. So we're gonna test this out. We're gonna compare the two. At the end of the week, we're gonna compare all the mandolins that I've been reviewing. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll link the playlist for all the mandolins below. Our channel focuses on reviewing real products in our kitchen using real ingredients, real recipes. We test them, we vet them. We wanna see what's best for you, what's best for us. We'll let you know why, so you can help make an informed decision. We want to curb returns. We want to have you invest in something you'll have in your kitchen and use and love for many, many years to come. So thanks for tuning in, and let's get on to reviews. So this mandolin retails for $129.99. It's currently $94.99 on Amazon. It's all stainless steel, and some of the features that I like already is that it's really streamlined. Everything is, again, contained in the mandolin. However, it's contained in a way that is a little less ticky-tacky than the last mandolin that I reviewed. So when you go to use this, cleaning the pieces, they will get exposed to whatever you're slicing, so the whole unit will need to be washed. The other OXO mandolin I reviewed, I mentioned how many pieces there are and how difficult it would be to clean because of that. So already I can tell that you are getting what you pay for. Not only are you getting something that is steel, stain-proof, that will last a very long time, you are also paying for a little bit more design, a little bit more feature. So this one has a blade that is stored in the side like this, and it has the waffle cut and it has the straight blade. So you just turn it and reverse it to whatever you need. When you are done with using it, this is the only thing you need to clean. It's not two blades, it's just a 2-in-1 blade. So that is really nice, and it's stored away and it's really safe when you are not using it. Now the Julienne and the French fry cut feature is contained within this as well. So you have a dial on the side at the very bottom here that says 1/4 inch and 1/8 of an inch. And when you toggle to that dial, the 1/4 inch will expose your 1/4 inch Julienne, and the 1/8 of an inch will expose your 1/8 of an inch. And then otherwise it's sort of tucked away. One downside I will say is that that's not removable. So you do have to figure a way to get in there and clean. This is dishwasher safe as long as you put it on the top dish rack. So I think that would be an overall solution. But if something gets stuck in there, it might be a little bit of a challenge to sort of get in there and clean it properly. However, you can feel safe that you are getting it sanitized in your dishwasher if you pick your sanitization setting. The other OXO that we reviewed at the lower price point, you get 4 settings only. And that was a downside, especially when you wanted to do something super thin, such as shallots. This one has a waffle cut feature. So I mentioned in my last review, I was curious how Chick-fil-A gets their waffle cut fries. Well, apparently it's something really simple, and actually you might be able to even do it on the other OXO. You just need to rotate it at 90 degrees. So instead of just using a crinkle cut feature, we're gonna try to do a waffle cut today, and that should be fun. They have increments that are measured out for you, 1/8 of an inch all the way up to a 3/8 of an inch for your standard slicing features. In between that, you get micro increments, so you can get this pretty precise. We'll put that to the test with the shallots and see how well this works. So let's get started. We're gonna julienne the zucchini like we did on the last one. We're gonna make potato sticks, and we are gonna see how thin we can get those shallots sliced. However, on the sweet potatoes, we're gonna make waffle fries. So I'm excited to see how the results are for that. Let's get started, and we will julienne some zucchinis. So I'm gonna pick the most fine setting for the julienne because I just wanna see how that fares. So we're gonna do the 1/8 of an inch setting here, and you can see the 1/8 of an inch julienne blades are now exposed. We're gonna just put this down here. And by the way, this is a retractable base here, so you can put this away for easy storage, and it has a really nice grip. There is a little bit of movement and give in the hinge here. That actually offers it some good stability, so it has something to sort of feed off of when you're pushing down on the mandolin. All right, so let's get started with the zucchinis, and as I mentioned before, the length of your zucchini will be the length of your julienne. The food pusher on this is nice. It has a spring inside, so all you need to do is just push down on the food pusher. You don't have to push down on the top. The other OXO, you always had to make sure you're pushing down on the top. So this kind of gives you better hand control, and you don't have to worry about maneuvering the food pusher. So we'll put this down here, and we'll just give it some pressure, and let's give it a try. Okay, so there's the food waste there, and let's see how this worked. So nice julienne there. I will say that it was a little bit hard to use the food pusher with the spring. You have to put a little bit of pressure in there to really grip it. So that's just my first comment on that. We'll get that in a bowl, and let's just give this a rinse. Okay, next up, let's do the potato sticks since we're already in this setting. So we're gonna turn this to 1/4 of an inch. Grab a potato and let's see how that works. Okay, that's my waist there. Okay, nice even potato sticks, but again, I will say that it was hard to sort of push this down. I think the more hearty the vegetable or produce that you are slicing, the harder it is to push. This spring is really strong, so it requires a little bit of muscle. So again, another device that gives you a little bit of a workout. Next up is the real mandolin test, where we are gonna see how thin we can get those shallots. Okay, so we're gonna move this to the thinnest setting, which is a notch before the 1/16 mark, and let's give our shallots a try. It kind of fell on me. That's the waist. Okay, it did it really thin, but it did fall over on me, so I didn't get the shape that I wanted, but I will say that it is quite thin. So I don't know, I feel like this is a little bit too hard to use, that it doesn't let you get good control. The Japanese mandolin did a really good job. I think the scale and the size of it worked really well. Those are thin, but they aren't the shape that I want. So let's put those there. And I am crying again. Okay, now the moment we've all been waiting for. We are going to try waffle cutting the sweet potato. So we're gonna remove this blade here and rotate it. And we're gonna set this to waffle. Let's cut a piece here and make sure you do it straight so that you have a better chance of an attractive looking waffle. So the name of the game is that you put it through once and then you rotate it and you keep rotating to get that waffle. So good to know. I don't know why I wondered about that for so long, but now I know. There's an OXO logo at the top, so I'm gonna use that so I know where I'm at for my rotations. So let's just start with the OXO first. Ah, we're getting somewhere. All right, now we'll rotate it 90 and back. And again, curious. Okay, so that's definitely getting you the waffle, but my thickness is not really working out. So let's just try that again. You have to push down, use both hands and push down so that you get a really even slice. Let's see if that worked. Concept is there, but not really working. Let's give it another try. I'm gonna go slow. Okay, not super impressed with this. Again, I'm not sure if it's user error. If anybody knows what I'm doing wrong, please comment below, but I gave it a fair chance. I used different pressures. I made sure that the sweet potato was straight. So, I mean, I think they show that you can do waffle fries. Unless you're a pro, I don't think it's for the everyday use. So overall, for $129.99, I definitely think you get what you pay for in terms of features. I like that it has several increments to choose from, so you have control over your thickness. I like that the Julienne and French fry blades are contained within the mandolin, so it's not an extra blade to replace and store, and that there's only one removable blade for the waffle and the straight cut. So I think that the overall design is really nice, and I like that it's very sturdy as well, and it is easy to clean, easy to store. All of the features worked really well. However, the waffle cut feature was a fail, and again, not sure if it's user error, so please let me know if there's something I'm not doing right, because that would be, I think, a nice bonus to have to be able to do a waffle cut fry in the home. Overall, this is a hardy device. The downside, I would say, is that this was a little bit hard to use. You really had to work with the pressure that you're putting on the vegetable or whatnot that you are slicing. You are also contending with the spring that's within it. I felt like the food holder on the OXO mandolin that we reviewed yesterday, the plastic version, even though it was a little inconvenient because you had to sort of move from holding it here to pushing down to get that tension, worked a little bit better. So the downside is that I feel like even though I thought this would be good design because there isn't something you have to kind of continuously push down on, you do have to compensate that with putting pressure down because the spring kind of works against you. So it was a little bit clunky to use back and forth. So I didn't feel like this was as easy to use as some of the other mandolins that I reviewed. And again, we will do a full comparison at the end of the week, and we'll add the playlist for all the mandolins so that you can make a decision for what works for you. Overall, the design is good. OXO thinks through all of the things. This is something that would last a long time, something that's easy to use, pull out, use it on the fly, throw it in the dishwasher if you need to. I would recommend this product for ease of use if you are used to using something like this that requires a little bit more attention to use well. I hope this review was helpful for you. Comment below if you have this or are you planning to buy it and how you like to use this product. Thanks for tuning into OnToReviews. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the link below to review the full playlist. Give us a like and we'll see you soon.